Imagine laughing at a $50 million deal, only to watch that same company become a $200 billion empire while you lose everything. This isn't just a business failure. This is the most expensive mistake in history. In the year 2000, Netflix was a struggling startup. Its owners walked into the office of Blockbuster, the king of movies, and offered to sell the company for just $50 million. The CEO of Blockbuster literally laughed them out of the room. Today, Blockbuster is a ghost, and Netflix is worth $200 billion. At its peak, Blockbuster was an empire with over 9,000 stores worldwide. They weren't just a business. They were a weekly ritual for millions of families. But behind that blue and yellow sign, there was a fatal sense of security. The CEO, John Antioco, believed that people actually enjoyed the experience of driving to a store, browsing physical shelves, and most importantly, paying late fees. In fact, late fees accounted for nearly 16% of their total revenue. They were addicted to a dying business model. When Netflix suggested a partnership, Blockbuster didn't just say no, they laughed. They failed to realize that people didn't want DVDs. They wanted convenience. And while Blockbuster was busy building walls of brick and mortar, the digital revolution was already knocking on their door. They were the kings of yesterday, completely blind to the reality of tomorrow. By 2010, the laughter had stopped. Blockbuster, once the undisputed king of home entertainment, filed for bankruptcy with over $1 billion in debt. They failed to realize a simple truth: the world doesn't wait for giants to wake up. While they were busy clinging to their physical stores, Netflix was already streaming the future directly into people's living rooms. It wasn't just a business failure. It was a slow, painful corporate suicide. The blue and yellow sign that once promised a fun Friday night was now nothing more than a headstone in the graveyard of dead industries. Today, Netflix is no longer a struggling startup. It is a $200 billion empire that redefined how the entire world consumes entertainment. They didn't just survive the digital revolution, they led it. While Blockbuster was busy protecting its physical stores, Netflix was busy building a future without them. The lesson here is brutal, yet simple. In the world of business, your past success is your greatest enemy. If you refuse to adapt, if you let your ego blind you to the shifting tides of technology, you don't just lose market share, you become a memory. Blockbuster's story is a warning to every giant standing today. Change, or become the subject of our next autopsy.